Hello everyone, hi again. It's me, Tshegofatso Ramutla, your former fashion stylist, a child of God saved by grace, who has been given another chance to live so I could talk about the glory of God and how much He has given me grace and so much mercy to be able to stand here and talk to you again today. So, yeah, everybody around the world is so consumed with everyday living. There are so many things happening around the world. And with all those things happening, sometimes we forget to thank God for the little things. The fact that every morning there's this little bird by my window every morning, and I know once or I think it's a little girl, I think it's a girl. It looks like a girl. She would make so much noise, and I would be like, yes, I'm up, I'm alive, I can hear her. I'd open the window, and she would just be standing there by the wall next to the window, and she won't go away, chirping away you know and those little things I notice, because to me it shows that I'm alive, and God gave me a chance to hear her and see the sun, and feel the breeze, and just inhale into my lungs and breathe, and I'm alive, I'm living. So for me that is powerful, because a lot of people didn't wake up today. They didn't wake up. A lot of people were in a hospital, they were sick, and they just gave up, or God called them back home. A lot of people didn't get a chance to kneel down again today and pray and say, Father, I'm grateful for your mercy and your grace, because it's by your will that I'm alive today. You know, not everyone got a chance to say that. Not everyone got a chance to say, Lord, forgive me, for I have sinned. I have sinned that I'm not even conscious of. And Father, if it wasn't for your mercy, I wouldn't be able to confess with my tongue and say that, Lord, forgive me, for I'm a sinner. Cleanse me, Father. Purify me. Sanctify me, Lord, and always be by my side. It's so much grace to have God by your side. So we thank Him. We are blessed to be the chosen ones today, to be able to prophesy and say Jesus is King. We live in the end times, times that nobody has time to waste. We see on the news a lot is happening. We hear so much because the devil is planning. He has been planning. As much as Jesus has been planning and preparing for us to come back home, so is the devil preparing space for people, for souls that he can share with in the abyss, in the pit of fire. So him and his concubines, him and his workers, him and his fallen group of angels, they're working tirelessly to make sure they deceive you, they get you to follow what they want you to do, so that when they're ready to roll out the beast movement, the dragon movement on the world, the new world order, they want everybody asleep. So we really are living in the end times. I don't think I'm the only one who will say what I'm about to say. I'm sure a lot of us have been shown in our dreams. The Holy Spirit has been telling us, maybe, hearing a voice. that says he is coming. Prepare yourselves. We are living in the end days. I told you on my other video, one of my videos, I said to you that before we would think that, at the age that we are in, very soon we will have our grandchildren. After having our grandkids, they will have their grandkids, and that's when we will probably die. But then our Father keeps revealing to us visions or dreams that are telling us, prepare, because he is on his way back. It's only a matter of time. We hear the trumpet. It's only a matter of time. We see his angels telling us that the Lord is on his way. It's only a matter of time. Our worldly governments tell us that we are going to be under one government ruling. United Nations. You see, in the olden days, after the flood of Noah, when we had Nimrod, and everyone else was so inspired by him that they wanted to build a tower that reached way up there in the heavens. I don't know what they had in their mind. Maybe they thought, let's say in case the flood comes back again, we will climb this tower and it will reach up into the heavens where the flood won't kill us this time. Maybe that's one of the reasons. Maybe they also wanted to build their home in the sky with the stars, as much as we see most worldly elite people right now are planning on taking people to Mars to live with the stars. So they build the Tower of Babel. And when God saw this, he was like, let me see, what are they doing now? Oh, they're building a tower that's going to reach up to heaven. I've got a plan. Let me just confuse them. So he just made sure that everyone starts speaking different languages. Babulela, babulabula, bayakhuluma, elaborate differently, And everyone couldn't understand each other. Huh? What are you saying? Mang, who? Where? What? What's he saying? Because that was God's plan. Everyone wanted to stay in one place, build this tower. When God initially told them, spread out, go to different places, spread out. So he had to confuse them, and they all started spreading out, going to different places. Some were speaking in Hindi, some were speaking French, Some were Chinese people speaking China. We don't know. But anyway, they couldn't understand each other. So today, in the present time, 2022, we see our leaders are planning on everyone to be under one world government ruling. We see them planning to have one currency that will run across the land, digital currency. And how is that digital currency going to work? That cryptocurrency. Because now, if we don't have paper money or coins or whatever it is from the olden days where, you know, the Romans had planned. Today they eradicating all of that, and they're planning on digital currency. So how is it going to roll out, and how is it going to work? Look, it's nothing new. We all have debit cards. And these bank cards, that is in all reality digital money, because you just have to swipe your card and automatically the numbers decrease in your bank account because you've just spent a certain amount on purchasing something. So I guess, yes, we have been using digital money. But now they are coming with a new implementation, because I told you, the devil doesn't rest. He's planning. As much as Jesus Christ went up into heaven after he died for us on the cross to save our souls, he went back to heaven and he said to us, we must pray while he goes back home to fix a place for us to stay, to build us homes, a paradise for his chosen ones. That's what the devil does too, because you know he's a copycat now, isn't he? He mimics everything that the Lord does. So he's been planning, and he rules this world. He's the God of this world. So what he says, they obey and do. So we know that eventually there's going to be a rollout of the mark of the beast. And with that rollout of the mark of the beast, it says nobody will be able to buy without the mark. It says the size of the mark will be smaller than a grain of rice. I mean, some countries right now, they are actually using a chip to regulate their daily lives. They scan away that chip, which is placed where in their palm, in their hand somewhere, and they scan and they are able to buy airplane tickets, a bus ticket. They're able to buy groceries by just scanning. So it hasn't been done all over the world. I mean, I haven't heard about that here in Africa. I could be wrong, but it's coming. So when those things come through, as we see that they're rolling out the new world order, where are we as Christians going to be? Are we going to be ready? Will the veil be lifted from our eyes? Will we be able to realize that this is the beast system and the mark of the beast is being implemented in our daily lives? Are we ready? I told you back in one of the videos that you should question everything. Don't just agree. Okay, yes, I'll do it. No, don't do that. I'm not saying be a rebel, and I'm not a rebel, but I'm simply questioning things. I have every right to. I have every right to. I mean, even when you talk to God, you do ask him questions. Father, where are we going to be in 2 years' time? Please reveal that much to us so we are prepared. So don't just gobble up everything you're given. Ask yourselves questions, research, find out what's happening so that You are not deceived into doing things you never thought you would do. In 2 Timothy chapter 3, verse 2, it says, okay, so the heading is the dangers of the last days. And it says from verse 2, for people will love only themselves and their money. Are you going to be that person that is not going to ask questions, and because you love your money so much, you will allow anything to happen to you to get access to your digital money? Okay, I'll go on. It says they will be boastful and proud, scoffing at God, disobedient to their parents, and ungrateful. They will consider nothing sacred. They will be unloving and unforgiving. They will slander others and have no self-control. They will be cruel and hate what is good. They will betray their friends, be reckless, be puffed up with pride, and love pleasure rather than God. Who was puffed up with pride? He was so puffed up with pride that he didn't see wrong in what he did. Instead, he said, I will be like the Most High. Hey, guys, how dangerous are those words? You know, we're living in crazy times, the weirdest ones of all, where people love themselves so much that they are even looking for ways not to die. Isn't it when Adam and Eve ate the fruit from the tree that was forbidden to them, God told them, because of that, surely you will die. Because the devil said, nah, surely you won't die. It's a lie. Taste more when just eat. Try it. What do you think? How does it taste? Huh? You love it, don't you? Give it to Adam. That way, they signed up a contract for death most. That's why today we die. But people, I'm telling you, people are working on ways on not dying, transferring their consciousness into a different body, cloning people. What is Tshego talking about now today? I'm talking about a lot because, look, time is gone, hey? I'm talking about things that are happening and we're not even aware of. So let's say right now I have this deadly disease and I know I'm gonna die. And I've got money, right? It says people will only love themselves and their money. So I have money, right? And I go to these scientists and tell them, take cells from my body, make a clone of me. I'm going to die, but transfer my subconscious into this clone. Download everything about me, my memories, whatever. Transfer it into this clone of mine. And I will live on. I'll live forever. But the question is, does a clone have a soul? Of course it doesn't. It doesn't. Yes, it's a human body, but it doesn't have a soul. It's empty. It doesn't have feelings. So that's what people are doing with their money now. So we're living in the end times where things are happening. I don't want to, uh, dive into the deep end and just give out more and more and more and more, because then it'll confuse you. So let me just continue on staying on this path of, we are living in the end days, and these end times are revealing so much to us. What I want us to do is focus on fixing things with your God. Reconcile with Jesus Christ. Forgive and forget. Forward we go with our Lord, so that when He comes back, we are ready, because He is on His way back. What is He going to find you doing when He returns, or when it's time to rapture His chosen ones? Is He going to find your lamp empty with no oil to light up the way? What are you doing? Are you focusing more on who you are, your selfies, your Instagram posts? Or are you really meditating on the word and telling Him, Father, let me be ready, because I can feel it in my bones, you coming. You know what I like about the elite? When they do things, they do it in a subtle manner, very subtly. They move very slow, but fast, but slow, so that you're not aware, Mus. They consume your attention with certain shows on TV, certain things that happen that you focus on, maybe I don't know, where, like soccer, or these new games that are popping in, new hairstyles, new trends. You focus on that. The world is dying. The world's about to perish. They're meeting. They're having their yearly annual meetings, talking about you and what they're about to roll out on you. And you're not questioning it.